Alright. I hope the stream is working. Long time no see. Just a second. Okay, I guess we're ready to go. Back with some Quake World 2-on-2 action. Teaming up with Lord Lame here against Nightmare and Rasta. Still stupidly hot here in Bucharest, and streaming is, I don't know, not as enjoyable as it could be. I hope the winter is coming, just like in Game of Thrones. Way too hot, inside and outside. Right, that's a quad spawn. And luckily it was Team LG as well. That's Mega dead. And that might have been Red dead actually. We'll wait for the nades. And Red. Oh, almost. That was close. We need Red soon. Yep. So much easier to get the Red here than in Quake Champion. I've been playing quite a bit of one-on-one in Quake Champions lately, so used to that setting now. It's quad time. Luckily Lame was there in time. Can't get the quad Red. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Yeah. Now Lame should be quite aggressive with his quad because he can't even take the armor. Oh, the yellow was taken. That hurt. 1 health. Wait. Yellow should be now. Okay, we got it. And red should be still before the next quad. Quite risky play there, taking those spawns, but this time it paid off, and the other option would have been to gun for the red straight, but then there was that LG pack, and they were spawning at the pack constantly, so it would have been relatively difficult to get that red anyway. Okay, red is now 15. Nice nade. Now red, yeah, they got it. And they got the mega health. Now we are in no position to get this quad, but he actually got it. It would have been their quad for sure had they just gone for it. And he didn't. Red up. Yep. Alright, now it's 19. I wish I had the yellow time. Ah, that was a strange jump. Normally no one jumps down from there voluntarily. Four. Okay, now it's yellow 9 lane and red at about 0. This guy's so weak. No way. He killed both of us. Right, 9 lane, yellow is up as well. Right, we got the yellow. This is actually a lot tighter than it should be. They're mega dead. They got the red. Yellow will be now as well. They got the yellow. Would be quad now. Okay, we got it. Nice, both dead. Rocket and nade in the face. There goes that red. Right, 18 red now. Nice, we got it. They got the mega though. Evil spawn. I really had to take care of that guy who was falling down, and then at the same time his teammate spawns down there and gets the mega. Because I had a hunch that the mega was about to spawn. So I would have gone there for sure, but didn't have the chance to go. Right. Two LG guys there. Typical. Okay, red dead. I don't need this green. Red is just before mega, but I can't go for the mega because quad. There was the problem. Lame got stuck in the quad tunnel here, and we both ended up taking a shitload of damage out of every rocket they shot. Whoa, nice rocket. Okay, that was good. Right, now we could finally start running the armors. Flame just came here. Now he's at quad. Which is not horrible, per se. I will take it. Go for the yellow. So I will. Yellow on time. No weak. Flame had the previous one when he had the quad. Big yellow. Yeah, he fell down, I think, yep. Sure. We will get the yellow. Nice. This is how it should work. Going to the armors together. I really didn't expect that SG guy to go for the red. That is usually so useless, you can't achieve almost anything in 2-on-2 with SG usually, but this time it actually worked. I mistimed the red a bit. Okay, that was horrible. At least we won. Let's see the statistics. Well, yeah, Lord Labe is an interesting player because he's really good, for example, in DM4 1-on-1, and mostly plays 1-on-1 in general, but then his play style doesn't really suit 2-on-2 at all. And combine that with the fact that he doesn't play 2-on-2 almost at all. He doesn't have the experience, so it's just interesting to see him play 2-on-2. He usually doesn't die all that much. I don't know how he did this time. Yeah, he had almost as good efficiency as I had, but he dealt like, what is it, over 3,000 less damage, and I guess took a lot less than I did. Yeah, I took 8,500 and he took 5,700. So he's just avoiding the fights too much for 2-on-2, I think. Yes. I'm using the G400. What do you mean by built-in axle? No, this is not the G400S. This is just the G400. I never had G400S, and I think this is not supposed to have any built-in acceleration. The older revision of G400 had angle snapping. I had that previously, and then I got this newer revision for free with a broken cord, and I fixed it, and now I've been playing with this one. Alright, DM4 now. I actually played really bad in the previous game. I dealt less damage than I took. That is quite bad, or that is really bad. The only reason why it worked was because I just took more stacked Mega Health armors. The red Mega, not a very good start. I don't even know which one that was because it effectively they both were 200, 100. Because of mega health, green, and one with red. A very bad start. Because I didn't have the chance to stop that mega guy from getting the green either. Okay, that was yellow dead. I wonder if I can make it. Yep. That was good. Preventing them from getting the red. Really important. And getting it for myself as well. Be there again. Ah, now they got it. A bit too late. Has to go for the health though, which is good for us because he doesn't have LG. So killing him shouldn't be all that difficult. Let's see how it pans out. Well, messier than I had hoped, but we did it. Ah, the rocket back. Nice, that was mega. That good telefrag there. I didn't want to risk taking that back. Now they got it, I'm afraid, yeah. Backfired a bit. And they got the yellow. That was the yellow guy though. Nice spam rockets. Now I will get the red. It's 8 lane. Lane will get the yellow. And I will go down. And yes, perfect hit there. Oh, that wasn't perfect. That's by a long shot. There was no pack. We both went for the pack. The enemy and I, but there was nothing to get. Yeah, okay, 13 red, let's remember that. Ouch. Come on. 13 red, I will take it. Come on. Almost exactly like in ZTN. You're not supposed to fall down there, and then when you do, it's so unexpected that it's really hard to react to it fast enough. Okay, they got the red. Those rockets from down below. Evil stuff. Okay, one of them is pretty weak now. Be that guy. And no pack. And I'm not going to die. Yep. Worst LG ever. Alright, my red. The game realized that I need the good luck. I'm playing so bad. Gave me a red spawn. So weak there. man. Yellow. Just go! Go to red, please. Let... Right. Yellow on time. Okay, now yellow too late. I think red would be up, but I don't want to give away my position. Trading this yellow for red wouldn't be really worth it, I think, because it's so difficult to get alive out from red. Just as you saw there, the enemy got the red, then rocket jumped up, which even got me a bit off guard, but still that guy died immediately. It's just so difficult to get out from the armor that if you already have a decent stack, sometimes even with greed, it's just not worth going to the armor unless your teammate is here at LG. Oh shit. Taking care of things while you are going for the yellow or red. Haha, that would have been double frag. I think Lane just took both the armors. Let me rocket jump up. Yep. So weak there. He is so weak as well. Okay, yellow 13. Nice spawn. No! Nice spawn as well. That's red then. Oh dear. Okay, we got the back. Nightmare's rockets are on point today. Hello Boris, welcome. Have some viewers. Good old Quake World. That was a lot better than the ZT and M3. Nothing exceptional though. I mean, 11,000 damage is... It's good, but it's not really, really good. Or even really good, it's just good. 33% LG. It's alright. Again, good, not really good. 70% efficiency, that is maybe above average. I usually maybe die a bit more and then deal a lot more damage as well. Or a bit more damage. Other than that, nothing special. 500 team damage is a bit on the high side. I should deal maybe between 200 to 300, but that is usually with players whom I know, with whom I've played 2-on-2 before. So now that I'm not really familiar with the way Lord Lane plays DM4, I tend to damage him a lot more as well. Nice knee. Alright, we got LG, that's nice. And I got the rockets there as well. It's actually quite a good start now if Blame doesn't die. If he gets that... yeah. Now it's good. Now Lame just should attack because I don't have LG. I need it. So it's quite risky for me to try to get it. Okay, I got the frag. Oh fuck. Oh, I should have survived there. Really should have. Okay, I'll wait for the mega. Or not. Or yes. Yes. Oh dear. Oh, that was bad. Now Lame should attack really. Alright, that's good. 2 LG is dead. It is difficult to challenge from the GL side. Nice rocket. God damn. Nice rockets really today. Not bad at all. Now he's weak. Still there was a nade. Damn it. And well, Lame took the green. He's weak. Okay, I will go for the green because they just took the red. And one of them is pretty much without armor. That was bad though. Ah, I don't think got it. That's rocket again. Really good. That he continued. I mean, I don't know, coming forward with LG, I would have been in a lot better position, but now... Nice. That was an important kill there. Really good rockets today from him. Frustrating. Did he get this mega already? I guess he did. They don't have it anymore. Okay, no. One red is so weak. God damn. Yes, yes. No! Oh, such a good rocket again. Such a game changer as well. Well, he ate a nade. Okay. No, that's better. Now their LG is weak. Right. And they're just waiting at speed. Well, Lane should be getting the red now. Nice. Now they don't have the mega. But we died. That's crap. Right, mega. And no. No LG. That was unfortunately not the guy with an armor. Okay, now he's weak. Yep. Right. That's better. That's a lot better. He didn't take it well. In a way, the right decision. Damn. Oh, I can't blame him because... Fuck. Because he didn't have any armor and the opponent had the mega LG. I don't know if he had green also. Nice, nice, nice. Yes! For once, some lucky break. Right, 25. Now just slow and steady. And it should be all good. I just need rockets. That's my only problem at the moment. Come on. Come and take the red. I knew that he would come. He didn't have any rockets though. Okay, he got the mega. And he killed the mega guy. Pretty good. Right, now I got my rockets. And I will get the mega health. God damn, where are the spawn? That's a lot better. Now this is the interesting thing about DM6. The map can suddenly become so easy when you are in the lead. When you have control of things, then things just become very trivial. But to gain that position is often quite difficult. As you can see here, now they are not in a rush anymore because they can't win the game. But like a minute ago, they were really in a big hurry to make a difference and make it fast. So it's just really easy for us to just wait for them to make those desperate attacks and get the easy frags. It was a really tight game for a long time, and then we actually won by, I don't know, 50% more frags than they did. Or ended up with 50% more frags than they did. Frustrating moments there. That was a good game. Hello, Tribe Wars. Welcome. By the way, I have one nice frag, or nice 2 frags to show you. I have a demo, but I will just play now when we actually have players. Dev there was referring to the frag in the chat. Quite hilarious stuff. And I actually have another. I don't know if I should make a separate video out of it, but I've been testing keyboards here a bit. I think still in my stream description I have listed Logitech G413 as my keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard that uses the Romer G switches. But I'm actually not using that keyboard at the moment. It's there on the floor next to me. I tried playing with the keyboard exclusively for over a month, and while it did start feeling better than it initially did, I mean, I was more than ready to go through the learning period to get used to the keyboard, but I don't know, even after a month, it still didn't feel right. And then just for fun, I tested my wife's keyboard, which is, it doesn't even have a brand. I mean, it's some super cheap membrane keyboard, naturally, I guess, Chinese made. And it felt so much better. So much better than the one with Romer G switches. So I was able to get Logitech K120. That is pretty much their cheapest keyboard with a Nordic layout. I was able to get it to Romania, and here I am playing with it and totally satisfied. It doesn't have any end key rollover, but unlike in some older Logitech keyboards, this doesn't have any big issues with ghosting, at least not for me. I can press most of the most combinations of 4 keys at the same time, and they will register. So that is more than enough for me. In Quake, I pretty much never press more than 3. In Quake Champions, with the crowd sliding of slash, maybe I can press 4, but that's it. So this is it. I think Blood Dog just bought a Logitech K120 in the States for $9. I think in Finland you have to pay something like 16 euros for it. But anyway, for me, this is so much better than the Roamer G keyboard that costs 100. So 100 euros versus 16, and the cheaper wins. But of course, this K120 doesn't have the USB port, which I actually like in the G413, and I guess in general you can feel that the quality is not as good as in the more expensive one. If you, for example, compare the cable, this cable in the K120 looks as cheap and as thin as it gets. I guess if you are going to a lot of LAN events, it can break eventually, but then again you are looking at a $16 or euro keyboard, maybe $9 keyboard if you're in the States. So even if you will break one, I don't know, in a year or two, I guess replacing it won't be such a huge problem. But anyway, I should make a video about this, I guess, a separate video, because Dev actually came up with, or I had the idea and Dev actually made it happen. He made a script that counts, well, I will explain it later. But we have made some pseudo-scientific tests to determine which keyboard is better for Quake. And I actually didn't do that on purpose. I don't know if you noticed, but the guy who spawned here at red and whom I shot in the air and then hit him with SG in there, he actually ended up dying to the fall. And I switched my concentration over to the other guy who was coming from GL. So that actually probably, if you notice the fall death, then the fight probably looked a lot smarter from my point of view than it actually was. Because that would have been amazing had I been able to know that, okay, I hit the SG, he didn't die, but I know that he will die to the fall. So had I been able to tell it, it would have been just godlike game sense, but unfortunately not. Just lucky. Just lucky. Alright, I like the way Lane plays DM6. This is actually good. Somehow maybe this map suits him in 2-on-2. Oh dear, that spam rocket. I need to split. Usually in 2-on-2, dying is not a huge problem, but in DM6, when you get LG, you really don't want to die. LG is so difficult to get that you want to hold on to it as long as you can, because it's such a powerful weapon here. I had 100 cells as well. Yeah, this works really well with Lame now. I like it. I really do. And the thing about Lame is that he knows how to play this game. I mean, he knows the theory quite well. I would say even a lot better than most people. Maybe it's his execution sometimes that doesn't go all the way. But other than that, he... Oh dear, he died. No, he didn't. What am I saying? Oh! That was unfortunate. Okay, luckily he died. Or it was actually Nightmare who got the red. No, I'm not sure. Maybe the red didn't die. Ah! They got it again! Alright, maybe... third time's the charm. I don't know what it means in this case. I mean, maybe the third time they actually manage to pull it off, then they will get all of red. Yes, exactly. I had a different scenario in my mind. I was hoping that third time we would be able to prevent that rocket jump from happening. But was it in the cards now, I guess? Okay, he's weak though. Not weak enough. Still 8. Oh, just a bit too late. Right, let's do it. Oh, nice. Ah, there was no LG. I thought there was an LG back, and I think Lame thought so as well. But there, I don't know if you had the time to notice it, but when I spawned at red, I was able to take away a pack, and that pack was an LG pack. And because I was able to take it away, it forced Nightmare to go for LG, which gave me an opportunity to get hold of red area, and I was there for a while, as you saw, but unfortunately Nightmare's teammate was there as well, disturbing me a bit. Didn't really give me the chance to get the next red. Okay. Yes. Right, he's at red. Not anymore. Now the next couple of frags are really important. Alright, now it looks quite good for us. Especially because I just killed both of them and Lame is not here, so it means that maybe Lame was able to get green, although now it doesn't look like it. But he might have been able, so it would have been perfect. I was sitting at red, with everything LG full red, and Lame at green. Right, red is kind of on it. Yes, I somehow, well, of course I didn't know that he was going to spawn there, but leaving that rocket back there, I just had to spam the hell out of the spawn. There it was. Oh, sorry. Sorry again. Nice LG pack. Sweet. Like Christmas in DM6 when you get an LG pack like that. Alright, I'm in a hurry. Oh dear. Now I'm fucked. And that rocket didn't hit either. And I have 4 cells. Nice, they got the mega. Now I at least have the cells. And that's super. Oh, that rocket. Had it hit, it would have been such a game changer. Okay, that worked. Ah, sorry. Scary. Last red wins. One of Blood Dog's rules. I guess we won this round then. Okay, that was a lot better DM6. Although it looks like T is perhaps not as good here as Rasta is. Oh, Lord Lame is saying sorry for the shit TP. I think he actually played really well here in DM6. It was a pleasure. I mean, there are, in my opinion, there are basically 2 ways to play DM6 2-on-2. You can either go all in and just rush red all the time. I mean, when you are not in control. When you are in control, then there are more ways to do things. But when you are not in control, you can either try to go for Mega, Green, and red, LG. And then when you get LG and 2 guys with armor, or at least 1 guy with armor and Mega health, which is green armor in that case, then you attack with those LGs. And try to take over red at once. And the other way, which I in a way prefer, is the super fast way, which means that you just rush red constantly. Try to steal the reds away, and also try to get kind of lucky with the nades, or I mean with the nades when you are rushing in from GL. Or when you are coming from this side, you try to hit those rockets here. I used to be really good with these rockets when we played with Skisso, a friend of mine from Satanic Slaughter Clan. Then I hit these rockets really well. Nowadays I don't hit them anymore so well. So another option is to try to sneak in either already with rocket or even straight from the spawn, maybe with a slight delay. You go for the rocket, you rocket jump up. Maybe you saw me do that a couple of times there. And then you can hit those easy rockets from above. And at the same time, it's quite surprising for your opponents when you do it. So they have to readjust their aim. And if they don't have LG, then it's quite difficult to hit those meters. So that is one option. And that is the way I like to play. But now I knew that I will be playing with Lord Lame, and he's quite famous for his slow, kind of methodical style. So I knew that he wouldn't be rushing in so much. So the DM6s you just saw, I played a lot slower than I usually do. Uh, what keyboard are you using, Triforce? And do you like it? Because with the US prices, I could actually buy 10 keyboards with the price of that G413 as well. The Swiss layout. What is the Swiss layout like? I used to live in Switzerland, but I didn't use any, or I can't recall any Swiss layout. Is it exactly like the German one with the Y and Z switched? Ah, right. Of course, you have the French accent. So it's like a combination of French and German keyboard. That's sick. That's amazing. It's amazing that you actually have a layout for that. I mean, there are not so many people in Switzerland. Then again, we have our Nordic layout, but that is this pretty much this. No, actually not. It's not. It's only the same for Sweden and Finland because I think in Norway they have their own layouts. Or actually, no. I think the layout is the same, but they just have different keycaps because of their special letters. But the Nordic layout is different from, for example, the US layout. But I think the German layout actually is the same, but just the keycaps are different. Yeah, but that's the one amazing thing about using Cherry MX switches is that you can actually find some keycaps and make your custom keyboard. I don't care about the looks, but I know that many do. I mean, I could mostly use one of those keyboards that don't have any symbols on them because I don't look at my keyboard when I type. All right, we need one more. Well, let's talk about. Uh, ah, well, Yeah, I guess in a way a blank keyboard would be good because it would, I don't know, looking at the keyboard would lose its meaning. So you would just have to touch type. It, I guess it would force you to learn. Um, but let's talk about DM6.212 a bit more. We just talked about what you should do when you are not in control, but what to do when you are in control, Fred. There are basically three to, well, maybe even five different setups. First, the simplest setup is that you're both at red. It doesn't strictly mean that you both have to sit right here, but you can either, one has to have a kind of forward position so he can see if someone is coming from there, or here. And that guy is usually the player with armor, so he can take a bit of damage and still win the fights. And the other guy who doesn't have the armor, which is usually the situation where you want to use this style, is when you have one guy with armor and one without. The other guy is protecting, the armored guy is protecting his teammate without armor, trying to make sure that he will get an armor as well, and then usually they can switch positions. I mean, not switch positions with each other, but maybe the guy who was here guarding can fall back to red if he still has some armor left, and the guy with the fresh new armor can go away. Usually you do this when you don't have LG, or when the guy with the armor doesn't have LG. If the guy with the armor has LG, then he can most of the time go to the GL instead and try to control things from here. Oh, I lost my train of thought. And also, now I remember what I was about to say. Also, you might want to stay here even if you have LG. If your opponent has LG as well, because leaving your teammate here without armor, even if he has the rocket and he has the positional advantage when he's standing here on the ledge, he's in a shitload of trouble if enemy LG comes. You die so fast without armor in Quake World against LG opponents that the armored guy might want to hang around and make sure that the next red doesn't go to the opponent. Then when they get the next red, the other guy can go here. Then another setup, which I almost explained there, or at least started explaining, is that one guy is sitting at red, another guy comes here at the GL. It's really, I think you should pretty much always do this if you can. And when you can is when you know that your opponent doesn't have LG, or your teammate has the armor there, so you don't have to worry about him dying instantly, even if the opponent has LG. The thing you should be careful with is opponents coming from the upper tunnel from green armor. You should spam rockets there. I would say that if you have the rockets to spare, you should spam there anyway as you are coming from here. shoot a couple of rockets there, maybe on the walls, to stop a fast enemy from coming and dealing some initial damage. And if you have LG, then you don't have to spam all the time. You can just wait for the opponent and shaft him here. It's a lot easier to shaft from here than from there, because here you can dodge almost as much as you want. Although the problem starts to be that the distance is so long that if the opponent backs off, then your LG doesn't hit anymore. But his LG won't hit either, so you can start spamming the rockets, and you can fall back here, and it's again a lot more difficult for your opponent to hit you than it is for you to hit him. So this is a very good position to be in. And then when you make your way here, you can start, if you have the nades to spare, then you can spam there. Just spam the shit out of every, maybe not there that much, because if an opponent comes from there, you're not in huge trouble. But spam at least the tube and the upper exit from green, and then just enjoy the spawn frags. Hope that your mate can get the red, and when you are running out of rockets or health, armor, then you just tell your mate to replace you here and you fall back. That is what you can do. Then one more, even more aggressive way is to go to Mega or Green. So these are the other, well, I don't know, let's say number 3 and 4. The guy pushing grenade launcher can either go through the upper, which I usually prefer, because then you can make sure that no opponent can get to your teammate through the upper area, unless they rocket jump up. But that's relatively rare. It does happen, but usually the team who is on the green side doesn't want to waste their stack rocket jumping that much. So I like to go in from this side and then kill any enemies that come through here, and then I can just hang around here, prevent the opponent from getting green. I can be almost certain that my teammate is not going to die, at least not very quickly, because he's at red, he has the red and the positional advantage. And like I just said, most often the opponents are not coming from upper when I'm holding here. So he really has the positional advantage. So here, I prevent the green, I can get the rockets. And quite often when the opponent takes the LG, they go through the telly 2 times, so they end up being here, and they come quite often here, like, well, I will show you. They come like this. So they are facing you backwards, and when you are standing here, you just shaft them, or shoot a rocket, even if you don't have a shaft. But without shaft, you're not usually in this position anyway. You are going for the shaft. So this is a really good position to be in. Then if you want to take it a step further, maybe you just killed their LG guy here, maybe you just took the green, you go here, or here, or here, it doesn't matter really, or even here sometimes, and you wait for the Mega. And this is, in a way, the best possible setup that you can get in DM6, because effectively you are preventing your opponent from getting any meaningful weapons. They can still get the grenade launcher, but from here, from this position, you can quite well prevent your opponent from getting either of the rockets, and it's quite easy, well, to prevent them from getting LG either. One thing the enemy can do is shoot nades from here, open the LG hatch and jump in, get through the teleport, and then they have the LG. But somehow it takes usually your opponent a while to realize what is happening, that your opponent is actually holding the mega health as well. So you can quite often get, I don't know, let's say 5 frags here for free. or at least you can slow the game down so much that you will have two, both of your, well, you and your teammate will have pretty much full reds and the mega health prevented. So then you can fall back with pretty much full mega, get the red, and you know that you are in control. You know that unless you fuck up tremendously, you should be, if not winning the game, then at least, I don't know, controlling the next 2 minutes of the round. Because you know that your opponent shouldn't get the red, and they can't get the mega health because you have it, and you will also have the timing for the next mega health because you have it. So what your opponent can have is the green, and even that you can kind of prevent if you are being aggressive. So that is a very, very good position to be in. And then maybe the fifth setup is when your teammate is at red and you go here. You saw me play here quite a bit. What should I say? Well, you should be here if you fall down. If you desperately need the health from here and here, then you should probably be here. This is not a bad position to be in. It's really difficult to get out from the tube when someone is here. You can spam nades, you can shoot rockets to the ceiling of the tube, and LG here is really effective as well. And also if the opponent comes from there, it's a narrow exit. It's quite easy to spam, especially if you have the LG. The biggest problem is that if your opponent comes from there, comes from the upper tunnel, then you are kind of vulnerable, especially when you have to start concentrating on that upper guy, and you can avoid the damage coming from up, but then at the same time the teammate of that guy can come in from the tube or from here, and then you're fighting two fights at the same time, which is never a very good idea in Quake. But that's it. That's how DM6 works when you are in control. Hello, John Jones. Welcome. And when is the Milton Frag movie coming? Or where is the Milton Frag movie? That's a good question. Making Frag movies takes a shitload of work and time, so probably not coming unless you find someone with a lot of extra time and passion. And the thing is that at the moment Quakeworld scene is so small that I can totally understand why no one wants to put in the effort to create a Frag movie, because it is a lot of work. There are some really, really old Frag movies where I am, done by Seni in during the time we played in SSC Satanic Slaughter Clan. So they're called Frags Done Satanic, Loaded or something like that, and then Frags Done Satanic X. So those three Frag movies have some Milton frags in them, but they are pretty old, like maybe from the early 2000s, like 2000, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Oh, well, okay. Seems like we don't have the players at the moment, so I can show you the demo I was talking about. Just a second, I will look for it.
So here we are. We were playing some 2-on-2 with Pernanmaistaja against Thor and Boyd. And well, I'm teaming up with Pernanmaistaja here, and I will set speed 10% and emote jump 220. Yes, I played DM6 a couple of times before. And am I playing deathmatch? Well, kind of. I usually play team deathmatch, which is deathmatch in 2 teams. That is what I like to play in Quake World. But anyway, here we go. Things are looking good for us. Pernanmaistaja here has 63 health, full green, LG area is under control, enemies are nowhere to be seen. I have 158 red and 84 health, so pretty much full red. Maybe I have rocket jumped up once. That would deal about that amount of damage. So let's go a bit further. We kill Thor there, and then you can see Thor spawns there. And then Pernanmaistaja decides that, okay, I will go after Thor, but realizes that he's too late. Shoots a rocket at the tele exit, but the rocket hits me on the back, throws me on the tele exit, and Thor telefrags me. But that is not enough. At the same time, Pernanmaistaja was falling back here, maybe to make sure that he catches Thor, even if the rocket doesn't hit. So he's falling back, but he actually made me die to the telefrag, and then I spawn, and I end up telefragging him. So by shooting one rocket on my back, he killed my almost full red because of the telefrag, and then he basically killed himself because he got telefragged as well at the same time. And or at the same time, well, like, I don't know, half a second later, because when you get telefragged, you can respawn almost instantly. I wonder if I put FOV 140 or something. No, 140 is the max. Damn. I just want to see like both of the telefrags at the same time. If I stay here. All right. And set speed 50, for example. So let's see it once more. There is Perna jumping in, shoots me, I get telefragged, and Perna himself gets telefragged at the same time. 2 weapons lost, 1 full green, 1 basically full red at the same time. That is just, I don't know, that must be the funniest frag by far in 2017 for me. Maybe one of the funniest frags ever. That just, I don't know, like, we can look at it from my point of view as well. So here we are, because I realized the spawn as well, and I'm going after the spawn. I'm standing here. I would have been just standing there, but I got hit on the back by Perna's rocket that flew me to the spawn, or the tele exit. And then I get telefragged, I spawn instantly, and I telefrag Perna at the same time. It's just like the odds for that happening are quite low. Maybe not astronomically low, but still, I don't know, it's just hilarious. I usually don't stop playing in the middle of the game, but there I just had to stop and just laugh. It was just unbelievable, especially when the game is like this. Boyd was being himself and stopped playing. I guess he's just standing here, yeah, and just complaining. But anyway, that's not the point. What a funny frag, or 2 frags, 2 telefrags, just unbelievable stuff. Okay. Will be so difficult to get a game at this time. I was really happy to find the 2-on-2 that we just had. Can I recommend any good 4-on-4 matches on the M2 where one team has full control? Well, yes, I think I should be able to. To find a demo, that will take a bit more time, but well, from the top of my head, I can, but if you will give me just a second, I can try to look for one. I mean, I can find one really fast if I check some TVS 4-on-4 demos against weaker clans. But I would like to give you a demo where we play against a really good team and still dominate, because we have had those as well, and that is the best Quake you can get when you know that you are playing against a really good opponent, but you are still dominating. That is something that doesn't happen in other games so much, I think. Because I don't know, if you compare it to Quake Live, for example, then let me turn on the light, by the way, sorry about that. If you compare it to Quake Live, the weapons are not as powerful. It's not my light working. Okay, now it is. That's good. So in Quake Live, weapons are not as powerful. I mean, how to explain this? The weapons are a lot more balanced in Quake Live. And also I don't know, the stack is better in Quake Live. So it just means that mostly because of the weapon balance, I think it's really difficult to survive in Quake Live like you can survive in Quake World. And that means that you can't really dominate in 4-on-4, and I guess in 2-on-2. I don't know much about 2-on-2 in Quake Live, but at least in 4-on-4, you can't, or at least it's super difficult to pull off the kind of domination you can have in Quake World. It's not easy in Quake World. The opposing clan wouldn't be very good if it was easy, but you can do it, and when you do it, it just feels so good. Yeah, just a second. I will try to find some EQL game. Well, okay, I found one. I just wonder if I have demo for this. Be on Challenge TV, but that is down, unfortunately. I will paste a link for you. That is the EQL 8 final, and the last map was DM2. No, not really demo watching. Well, we just did watch a funny DM4 frag Darth. Now, Tribe Wars just asked for a one-sided DM2 game where one team has full control. I guess he wanted to see how it works. But I found a game, but I don't have the demo right now. I think I can try to get it from somewhere, or I can look through my demos if I have it. Oh, it's on YouTube. Well, that's that's wonderful. Well, okay. I guess for learning purposes, actually, a YouTube video is not the optimal way because you can change the point of view or slow it down so much. I guess you can paste it here. Ah, you have the demo as well. That's sweet. That's perfect then. Well, there's one DM2 for you. I'm sure there are more. It'd be nice to find one where we play with Xantom as well, because we had very good DM2 games with him. Let me see. Very one-sided. One-sided either. That is one-sided, but zero opponents. Well, yeah, there is another one. This is from EQL9 against Sudden Death. Although Sudden Death didn't have their, I don't know, current lineup or one of their better lineups. And there's against CMF. Also, I'm not sure if I can find demos for this. Maybe, well, maybe not when you have the matches. You can maybe join the Quake World Discord and try to ask if someone has the demos. I can check later if I have them, but I can't really promise. I have unfortunately lost a lot of my old demos because I lost my old Quake folder, which is a bummer, but I can't do anything about it. Unfortunately. So Darth has it. Wonderful. I wish we still had a good place for uploading the demos. Like we had Challenge TV. Yeah, 4 players. No, 3. I can't count. The
Let me check your site, Leo. Holy shit! That is some good stuff. Hmm. Nicely organized and everything. A paradox folder. This is amazing. Oh, it's season 3. That is where I played. Nice. That looks like a good site. Alright, I will check my email. Oh, I don't know if... I don't know if I should upload it to, I don't know, Dropbox right away. Or try Wars to get it. Which map to play with these guys? So I think... I guess I'm playing with this ooh la 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 guy. I bet he's amazing. I'm actually anxiously waiting for the release of the new Intel processors, Coffee Lake. Because, well, they are releasing them on 5th of October, as far as I know. That would be the 6-core, 12-thread, processor, which is 8700K. So I will buy either that one, and naturally a motherboard for it and new memory, or if it's not as good as I hope it is, then I will go with Ryzen 7, probably the 1700, and try to overclock it to, I don't know, 3.8, maybe 3.9 gigahertz, and buy good memory for it, and then I can finally stream some Quake Champions as well. No, I need it for streaming other games, because at the moment with this Intel i5, it just doesn't handle Quake Champions while streaming at all. And I think it might be interesting for people to see. I'm not a great Quake Champions player, but I don't know, I can play it a bit, I think.
Quake World, my FPS is perfectly fine. Because I've been playing Quake Champions one-on-one now lately quite a bit. But I can't really stream it. Now we would actually have a bit better players, although looks like Splash can't play yet, which is unfortunate. He's such a good player. Especially in DM6, he plays it really well. Yes, Milton stream indeed. Finally, long time no see. I hope now that winter is, I don't know, just around the corner, I hope. Or at least some kind of autumn. Not this Lucifer summer anymore, then I can finally maybe stream a bit more. And also I will get a new computer in a month, or less than a month, I hope. Right, he's weak, he's weak. He's not. Oh, that nade would have been sweet, and it did. That was hilarious, don't shoot me. No, so bad rocket. But that was a funny quad run though. That is, oh, that, I'm sure that it was dead. Rocket jumping in. Alright, mega health is pretty much at the same time with quad, which doesn't help. But it helps knowing that it's before, no, at the same time with quad, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, that's it. Now we can go for the mega health. And miss the rocket. It's everything.
Right, good timing for the yellow. Allowed me to get this quad basically. Although they were a bit late from the quad anyway. Oh, destroying my teammate. What an evil... How many team kills can I get? Maybe I should spam a bit less. Right, now I should... Probably... No, I can't save this yellow long enough anyway. Especially not if I die. No, this quad will be difficult to get. Oh! Okay, realized a bit too late where he was. So... Yellow is 35. Problem is that I can't even get it. Well, I can fight here and try to take a bit of damage, maybe. Like that. I didn't want to take 2 nades in the face, but it didn't actually hurt all that much. Because I was able to get the full yellow anyway. Ah, well that again hurt. That is the red then. Whoa! That I didn't expect. I think Dev has red somewhere now. Yeah, he's there. Now this pod will be difficult. Yeah, not doable anymore. They will get it. Ah, in a way smart. He didn't want to take the risk. But the problem is that now he's not having any armor. But, well, turned out quite good for him. And he's so weak. And they got the red now. Yeah, they've got the red. Oh, go there. Oh, I need the help. Yes. I think that's... Oh dear. How many team kills can you get? frag. Sweet rocket. Haha, nice nade. Oh, crap. There goes that quad, I guess. Or not. Oh, there it goes. That is what I hate about Airwalk in 2-on-2 especially. The armor spawns. Just the way there are spawn points on 2 armors in the map. The lower green, it's not as annoying as the red, which is super annoying. Right, red is 6 late, and one of them is idle. I guess it's break time. Ah, he has 100 packet loss. Well, that is a valid reason for not playing. A very, very valid reason. Well, it was a good game until they've timed out. And now he's back. Well, you're saying that my FPS in Quake Champions doesn't fall at all when I stream with OBS. Well, I stream with OBS and I tried it once and it's just unplayable. It's really, really bad. And it's not bad only for me, but also for the viewers. I'm dropping frames. So I really can't stream it at the moment, not with this processor. It just hits 100% load on all 4 cores, and that's it. Am I crazy? I don't know. I guess in my own way. I guess not in the, I don't know, typical mental illness way, but maybe in some other way. And yes, I have tried Quake Champions. I played 1-on-1 quite a bit now. What am I, level 21? And I like the 1-on-1 in Quake Champions. It's refreshing. It's not the same old Quake Live or Quake 3 that ID Software has done over and over again, but it has this twist of champions that I like it. And yes, champion stream will come when I get the new computer. My Intel i5, 4 cores, no hyper threading, it just can't handle it. So it will come as soon as I get a new computer. We'll stream some Quake Champions. Just a second, I want to actually monitor the temperature of my computer, because I'm getting these really strange graphic glitches. But I started getting them only when I changed from 660 Ti to 1080 Ti. No, not Ti, 1080 GTX. So I don't know if the problem is... No one went for quad, that's sweet. Getting red and quad in Aerowalk 2-on-2, that is something that never should happen. Yeah, Milton versus Locktar Quake Champions showmans. Yeah, I would actually love to do it. I mean, I would love to play him in general. not just a show match, but I guess a show match would add to the prestige. Oh. Let me check the temperature. 65 for this CPU and 60 for the GPU, so it should be just fine. Oh dear! Ah, that was bad. That was slow with the shaft. Alright, 35, so 15. Red. Oh, he was there. How did I miss it? Maybe he was crouching. Right. Come on, rockets from somewhere, anywhere. No, they spawned it. And what will be... Alright, ours. Because they didn't go for it. Yes! Too bad he took away the LG pack. But there it is. And is there a frag? No. And no green either. Well, yellow is there. Alright, 5 late, red. Yes! Haha! It was a risk doing it. I mean, he could have made it too. Oh, what did I do? Sorry. He could have made it to the mega health, but I decided not to even try and go for the frag instead. 1 health. 1. Oh, and teammate! Crap! Nice frag! Holy shit! I think he hit 2 mid-airs. Wait, that's frag movie material. Alright, we got the red. Sorry mate, I baited you a bit. What time? 8 or 9, maybe 8.5. Yes. Oh. Alright, the next yellow is actually quite well timed for the quad. My mate is there. Red is up. Mate left. Oh. Red was well timed as well. There's a frag. Oh, whoa. Okay. I don't know how that teammate didn't die. What was that? Missing 2 rockets. Easiest rockets of my life. Don't spawn there. Don't spawn. Yes, you do. Of course you do. There. A bit wrong timing with the rocket through the window. Too bad he got yellow. Can help. Should we do it? Crap! Nope. Right, that's yellow dead, but it's there. One, let's see. How about this? Fast reflexes. Too fast for me. I'm old. I can't win the reflex fights. Alright, yellow is like, I don't know, a bit over 10 seconds before quad. So that is handy. More than enough time to make it to quad with it. And now I have the red as well. Whoa. Okay. Yes! Yes! Come on! Yes! That was scary. Holding the yellow like that. Crap. He's trying to rocket. No, bunny hop to the red. Prevented him once. Let's see if enough. Okay, I got this yellow, but I don't have LG. Right. There? No, missed the rocket. That's bad. No. Jumped on me. Not even 100. No. Ugh. There's so much action in Aerowalk that I don't know, hands get tired. Couldn't really control the aim there in the end. But it's funny that you can deal over 13,000 damage with, what did I have? 21% LG. This is horrible.
But at the same time, with quad, you tend to spam LG quite a bit, and then when you get a frag with quad LG, you end up shooting a couple of extra cells after it. So that causes your LG percentage to plummet quite a bit. Oh dear. Hello, Setti Ale. Or Setti Ale, I don't know if you're Finnish or not. And anyway, I wouldn't know how to pronounce your nick. My bad. I don't know names in English, they are difficult. Or anything in English is difficult. You never know how to pronounce things. Unless you hear them first. And then you hear, I don't know, Lord Lame, Mr. Irish, pronouncing things totally differently. And you just lose all hope to ever learn English. But that's also the benefit of English. I guess no matter how you pronounce things, you can always just defend yourself and just say that, well, this is how I think it should be pronounced. It's just fine. I guess you will find at least one native speaker somewhere who pronounces it just the way you do. And yeah, quad can be, I wouldn't say that it's unstoppable in Airwalk, but it can rack a lot of frags for you. And it feels so good. I love quad damage in Quake World. It's amazing. Quad LG is, I guess, better than any other weapon in any other game. Because you still need a lot of skill with it, but it's so powerful that it just feels good. Oh dear. Getting so hungry. It just feels shaky. Should eat something. I had a good breakfast though, but that was some hours ago. I was telling that I have 100% CPU load in the Quake Champions, and it actually looks like Quake World isn't much better. Well, okay, it is much better, but I've still hit 90% for total CPU usage while streaming now. So that is quite a lot. Over all cores. So I definitely need a better computer for streaming Quake Champions. For Quake World, this is just enough. I guess I will go to voice with Heno. Well, he's not here. Okay. I guess he will come. Sooner or later. My computer specs are in the stream description. Yeah, I've tried all low details, and then I think it was Rafa who told that actually you should have, was it texture quality, medium or high, and everything else at low, and I've tried the resolution scale, and it's just not working. One of the reasons might be also my the low amount of memory that I have, RAM memory. I have only 8 gigabytes, and it seems like Quake Champions likes 16 gigabytes, and I'm not sure if the memory leaks have been fixed. So I don't know if they are not, then I don't know if even 16 gigabytes is enough. But anyway, I'm going to buy one with 16 and hope that it's enough. I don't know what to go with 32 because, especially if I go with Ryzen 7, it's already a pain in the ass to find a set of 2 8 gigabyte memory chips that can run at high speeds. So I will go with 16. But yeah, I'm running everything at low except for the texture quality. But the changing the texture quality didn't affect my FPS all that much. And in one-on-one, if I'm not streaming, oh crap, it's actually not bad at all. But when I'm streaming, it's horrible. I'm dropping frames and it doesn't feel good at all. Right.
I'm late.
Ah, alright. Welcome.
Yeah, I was trying to do.
Yeah, I got it. Both dead at low.
One at tail.
Yeah, one at mid without weapon. I'm at low,
Kill
but I
one
don't
at tail.
have shit here.
Both dead.
Yeah, I'm going red mega.
No one. Anything. Well, you see that?
One behind. I'm really weak here.
One going low, going up.
Yeah, I'm dying. Dude,
Open.
nope.
Quad is 10 or 11.
Yeah, I'm here.
Big. My high mega.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take.
Yeah. My quad.
Don't come and steal my frags.
One at bad, I think.
Right.
Both was at back room.
Right, I'm at low. One at mid, I guess.
One still at back room.
Yep. Okay. I guess he left then.
Yeah. Go back.
One at high telly.
I'm at bad.
Waiting for the high mega. Got it.
One at quad.
Coming from the
One rocket. Hold at quad.
Yep.
I have no rockets. I'm going back room. Quad still
Yeah,
at
both
low.
dead.
One at low.
Sleeping
My
telly
bad.
now.
Okay.
One at NG, you can take it. You can take the quad if you want. I don't have any.
Sure.
One at high, nice. My
Both
box.
back room.
Right. I'll hold mid. I'm flooding mid.
I'm weak, I can't.
Oh, alright. I'll
One
open
took some
mid then.
damage. I'm at...
Mid
I'll go
open.
Taylor. They might escape now.
No, not coming.
Hi Taylor.
Alright, mid open. Again. No. Crap. It didn't fall down. You take the backs.
No, but there's one guy to leave. Both
Yeah,
there.
I'm coming box.
They both.
I'm coming telly. One is quad up, I think. No. No, both quad low.
I'm weak.
They're getting the quad, I think.
One did. Yeah, he got the back. Didn't get it. No. Back
Yeah,
and
yeah! All dead, all dead. I needed one.
I killed one.
Sorry, my quad.
Right. It's fine. I'm at low. My back.
This sucks. Don't have any there. Okay, one dead bit.
Can't move.
One at
One
mid,
is back room.
strong.
My box. One Taylor.
One, yeah.
Coming Taylor.
Uh,
One high rocket.
yeah. Heal. One at mid. They have 200 behind. No weapon.
No rockets. This is one at quad.
Alright, I killed it.
One at Taylor. He was asleep.
Yeah, the 200 guy at mid still without weapon.
One at the
My
rocket.
quad is...
Close.
Alright.
My back
What is
red.
like 30?
No!
My bad.
That's fine. One at back room.
Kill.
My box. One sleep.
Yep. Kill. What is like 32?
Enemy back room with the mecha.
Yeah. At mid now.
Think
Took
it's
quite a
on
bit of damage. Yep.
back red. Coming.
Someone at mid. I'm at quad.
It's big. Still the
My
big
quad.
one.
Going telly.
One is big. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, yeah, it's me.
My box. I have NG now.
One kill low. One at mid. Strong. Got the guy at mid. One guy at mid,
under
weak. Both at mid.
One went
Quad.
low. You take. One bad.
My quad. One strong guy
box.
killed.
Enemy box.
Yeah, I'm coming.
He took some damage.
Yeah, they
No.
jumped up, I think. Killed.
What the?
One at high telly. One at high telly.
Waiting
Hiding
for
at
that.
high
Enemy
telly, I
box.
think. Yeah. Nice timing.
You take. Oh fuck.
No, it doesn't matter.
Back's up high.
Yeah, there's one guy now with red. Both.
Coming.
Under quad is weak. Nice.
Okay.
Nice, I'm at quad.
Just back outside. Wow. I'm back from. He got everything. My box.
So did you have the red mega? Red.
No. They got everything.
I died. I killed someone who was quite
One is
strong.
low.
Nice.
My box.
One at high. I need the rockets
One
behind.
slipped.
My mega behind. I think they got the
One.
high mega. I'm at quad.
One at Tensi. My back.
One killed at quad.
My low.
Both dead. My quad 5. No,
Both
2
big, I think. Okay.
One at mid.
One back room.
One coming from
One
mid
big.
with yellow. Still mid. Mid dead.
I'm going top.
Daddy kill. Mid dead.
One flat. I killed him. One back room. I don't hold the bow anymore.
Belly up. I'm taking high mega.
I'm at Tensi.
I'm low with mid.
Going tele. Okay.
Both mid. Holy shit. Quad 25 now.
My block.
Nice. I think both of me. Sleeping. They got the high. Nice, I need the rockets.
Backs at big.
Backs.
Big at low.
Dead. Are you at 30? Not too bad. 3 team kills though. Let's see the statistics. 9,400 damage. That's not too bad, and only 2,850 taken. That is extremely low. Did you see that I only took 2,850 damage in the previous round?
No. I'm at tele.
That's crazy low. Sorry.
One big, both big.
Quick, nice. I think it was 200.
One big low.
Yes. I have 16 health.
I have 11.
They
I'm
were
at
low
low.
still.
Enemy back.
One coming mid.
My box.
Good that you said.
They got the back room.
Yeah, one at low. Coming to box. Weak. Nice.
He spawned tele.
Yeah, one at mid.
Oh,
They got the high mega, but quite weak now. Kill. So mega is like 15. I'm at quad.
I'm at tele. Or at quad.
My quad 7.
My tele. One at mid. Oh. My back mega.
I'm so bad. So bad. One at low.
I'm at back room. I'm coming.
Not too strong at low anymore, I think. I think he ran out of rockets. I'm in box.
Big under quad. No one's dying. My back room.
One at quad. Quad is 7 lane. I can't make it in time.
Coming. Me neither. I'm very bad.
Yeah,
One
I'll go
tennis
mid then.
He took 2 rockets to his feet.
Isn't bad. Not very weak
Took
though.
some
No,
damage.
yeah, now he is. He bored.
One at tele.
Nice.
One path. He will get the box.
But I'll go. No, I guess he got it already. Yep. Nice! No, he's in the box still. Or is... Maybe not.
I'll check. No, my box.
Nice, my
There's
telly.
10 left. 100 quad. Weak. You
One.
take.
One at
One
high.
at path.
Dead.
One at low. My back. One at path.
Yeah, dead. One at mid, coming low, I think.
Yeah, I have low. Don't be. Both big.
I think they both spawned low.
No, both low.
And dead.
One path.
Yep, I'm
My
behind.
bad.
One mid. No, sorry, low. Oh, one box.
My high. Mega.
They got the box.
Both NG.
I'm taking red.
Weak at
Oh,
tele.
why did I take it? My quad. Both
Nice.
dead.
Both tele. I only get one. Here's the house.
One ball back.
I
Behind.
have NG.
I died.
I'm pushing box.
Yeah, mega behind quite soon.
My box.
Ate a rocket at mid. Nice.
Backs under quad.
Yeah, I took the packs.
I'm at tele. One at back.
Oh dear. I'm coming, Telly.
Oh, I got into lava there. One tele.
You can take it.
You take. Ah,
Yeah, sorry. I thought that would hit the rocket.
Oh, that was bad.
I back mega.
Go the long. One ate a rocket, I'm at the telly.
Quad should be weak back.
Yeah, I'm waiting telly.
One under quad.
Yeah, rocket jump towards wall. Went to box maybe.
One at box.
No. Right behind.
Jumped up and took one rocket space.
I got the mega behind.
Then was quad. Well, not quad, one at tele.
One dead. Nice.
You take and weak. And I have only one rocket.
14.
Going tele.
Mid dead.
My tele. One empty. Then bat.
Ah! One behind. Box. Okay. Mid dead.
One in. They are going fast. Taking high mega.
I killed both.
Or not. One at tele.
Did he fall down?
They got the mega.
Alright, my mega
Killed the mega.
behind. Nice.
You take.
Yeah.
One at tele.
Both. Sixteen quad.
One fast. My day.
They are at red mega.
Enemy bomb.
One of them.
Jump to bat.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the box guy. I died behind.
one bad.
My high mega. One at mid. I'm at quad.
My box.
You can take it. I'm weak.
Tele.
One at mid. Nice.
My quad.
Dead. I'm going low.
Okay.
One is bad.
One bad.
No one here. Mid dead. One behind. Oh, 200 dead. They frag me.
One box.
I tell it. Taking high mega.
One back. Room. One at the box.
One NG.
Enemy back. Even this. Oh. One at box.
Whoa.
Enemy box.
One kill mid. 200, 100 I think. Can you get the quad? I have 11.
Weak as well. No. My back red.
No. Enemy quad. Fine tally.
The box.
I think the quad doesn't have rockets.
Killed him.
I'm at low. My box.
Enemy back.
Killed mid.
Let me. Coming.
Not as good as the first one.
I think I'll let some else in. I need to eat.
Yeah, I would have to eat too. Or I guess I will have to. Yeah, good games.
Good games. Maybe we will get some better games.
Yeah,
Later.
let's hope so.
Or something. See ya. I will tune into your stream now.
Alright, see ya.
Have fun.
Yeah, the champion stream is definitely coming. I hope it will be good and interesting. I get frustrated in one-on-ones in Quake Champions quite easily, so I'll try not to rage too much. Although lately it has been better. I mean, now that I know how to play most of the maps, I still hate DM6. I just hope I never have to play DM6 in Quake Champions at all. I mean, I guess in Sacrifice it's okay. In Free-for-all it's okay. It's just a horrible one-on-one map. I really hate it. But I know the other 3 maps somewhat alright. Zetien is in a way, actually, I think the Corrupted Keep is the best map for me. First of all, it doesn't have rail. And somehow, because it's a new map for me, I don't have the burden of any Quake World strategy or tactics in the map, so maybe that is actually the best map for me. And then Zetien DM3 after, no, Zetien whatever Blood Run it is in Quake Champions, it's the second best for me because I know the layout well, I know the routes, I know how to, I don't know, react to the teleports and so on, but still it's not as easy as one might think because the geometry and architecture of the map differ a bit, and I don't even mean the whatever grill that you have over mega health now in Quake Champions, or the jump pad that takes you from the low teleport to the, what is the weapon even called in Quake Champions? That is there instead of nade. And I don't mean those, but just the, I don't know, for example, the area where you have the big armor and railgun, that area compared to the Quake World map, it's just, the dimensions are so different that fighting there is very different from Quake World. So that actually makes it more difficult for me. Okay, Dev was being smart there. Just run away. Just as he should. What is his secret now? Nice is here. Nope. Help secret. Wonder if he heard me. Well, anyway, I will be in a good position. Well, yeah, he didn't hear me. If he had heard me, I still could have made it to red box quite well.
Oh. Such a bad fight for me, I should never lose it.
Ah. I can take away the reds now, and I will actually wait for the mega health as well. Whoa. Well, okay, that's actually not too bad because I can steal away the next red, I hope. Yep. I only lost the mega. Nice. Hansa is playing well. Oh, crap. Where are they? There. Going low. Too bad they both stayed there and were able to get after me. I was hoping that one of them would go to box where Ansa was actually waiting for them. Nice. Like in the movies. No health anywhere. Alright, that's better. Nice rocket. Nice game sense, really. Well played by Dev, I think. Crap. Bad timing. Okay, that was lucky. Exactly what I needed. That was actually kind of intentional, just baiting Dev to open the tele for me. Because I needed the armor. I could have taken the frag earlier, which could have given me more spawn frags, but then that would have basically prevented me from attacking. Ansa is destroying their motivation at low. he didn't go for the low rocket. I was hoping that he would. On it. That last rocket. Damn. Okay, but it's... Now it's nice to know the exact time of quad. I knew that I wouldn't have to hurry at all. Making... Yeah, I just can't hit anything with this hunger. I'm just shaking so much. Yeah, Dev is right. I don't know if you noticed it, but there was a pack right here, like here on the edge, and they were trying to make a shortcut. And the thing is that if the pack is there on the edge, you can just jump and get the pack, although you can't make it up to quad. So that must have been quite annoying for Dev. Alright, they took the box. That was a good fight. I didn't take a single point of damage, I think. What would be now? Oh dear. Dev the Destroyer. Handling. Field answer there. That is one of the most annoying places to fight in Quake World, in my opinion, when you are at the telly button and your opponent spawns in front of you. You are there like in this... not very deep, but anyway, there is kind of like this drop down to the button. So hitting the floor with your rockets is really difficult from that position. Nice. Like from here, when the opponent spawns there and you're here, it's just like, I don't know, it's awkward, especially if you are on the weak side. So, even with the rocket launcher against SG, it's difficult because you can't really afford boring your rocket there, especially in 4-on-4. It's really annoying. Just have to make the decision if you want to shoot at all or just give up. Nice. Not bad at all. That was horrible. That was really bad. I bet someone will come from there. Yep. I knew it. Even both. Did Anta just get 2 frags with 1 SG? That was pretty sweet. Especially because I thought that they were relatively stacked coming from Red Mega, and then you end up killing both of them with 1 SG. That is sick.
All right, I think I really have to eat. I'm not feeling very good anymore. If anyone has any idea how to fix this kind of screen flickering with 1080 GTX, I would highly appreciate it. You can't see it in the stream. I checked because I tried to show it to a friend of mine. I should just record it with a camera because you can't see it in the stream. It kind of looks like it bleeds some like previous frames or redraws parts of previous frames on the screen again, or maybe the same frame but like a different part of it on top of this frame that should be there. It's really annoying sometimes, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't happen. And I feel like there's a connection between having other windows open on the desktop at the same time. Like I have now, I have the Twitch dashboard and TeamSpeak and Mumble. But anyway, if you have any idea what could be causing it, I've been trying to install different versions of graphics drivers and whatnot, but problem persists. Windows 7, by the way, if that helps. What is the map that has some roof with SNG? It's over a lava trap. Be this one. Is this the map that I was thinking about? No, this is not it. Yeah, this is the map that I was thinking about. And here's the lava trap. And is there SNG here? No, there's just armor. Could it be? Does the chat have any idea? A map that has some roof with an SNG and a bridge over a lava trap to get some weapon. M1, it doesn't have any lava. No, I can't come up with it. It would actually be nice to have some kind of Quakeworld map trivia. Like, just describe a map in this way, and then the participants would have to guess which map you are referring to. Very nerdy stuff. I know, but that's me. A nerd. Okay, I think I really have to eat. I'm not feeling good. I think that's it for streaming today. It's always fun to stream when I started, but then I don't know. Like as you can see, we don't have very many players anymore in Quake World. So finding an opponent is not very trivial. So I just don't feel like starting the stream and then waiting on an empty server because there's absolutely nothing to see there. Yeah, that is the problem. I could analyze some previous games. That is something that is interesting for me, but at the same time, I like to play even more. So it would be nice to be able to somehow analyze a demo at the same time I'm waiting for a game, but I don't know, pre-record a game, but then I mean a video of a game, but then the problem is that I can't change point of view POV in pre-recorded video. Yeah, I guess, although I don't have a laptop with Quake at the moment. I have my work laptop here, but and on the other hand, then if I'm in the middle of analysis or analyzing a map, then I don't know if I want to stop doing it and start playing. I don't know, maybe I just have to take the time to analyze some games, maybe. Yeah, okay, Dave is leaving as well. Yeah, that's it for me. I need to find some food. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it was interesting. At least we were able to play some games and talk about DM6 2 and 2. And we watched that wonderful double telefrag that is worth seeing. I don't know if anyone clipped it. If not, then I think I might. Or, well, yeah, I think I could clip it just so other people can see it as well. All right. See you next time. I hope it will be sooner than later or faster than since the previous stream. All right. Take care. See you.